Hello, good evening, all of you, or good morning, whatever you are. For those of you on Instagram, I'm Dr. Yasmine from Equilibrium. And today I wanted to talk a little bit about um, what could happen, what is behind the fact that a bunch of times when the year starts, or we have some change, like it happens to be New Year now. Um, but when we have some, maybe a birthday or some graduation or achievement that we have accomplished or a big change, we come up with these, goals and resolutions, something to focus our minds on and advance either our personal experience or our career or our, social status or whatever that is. And yay, hello. If guys, if you are here, just say hello. Say your names because I'm StreamYard for those of you on the other platforms, and I can see your names. Okay. Um, and so we're talking about how we sometimes establish these goals and resolutions. And the thing is, the goals can be, personal, always around something that we want to bring change around. And it can be something personal, either physical. The most popular of those is, goal weight management or something like that. It could be also mental or some kind of thing that you want to learn. You want to, change in the way you think or see things around. Or it could be external to you, meaning it can involve some kind of a relationship with someone, or maybe even social. There is something in the world that you feel passionate about and you would like to change or get involved with it. Most of the time, these kinds of resolutions and goals are involved a change of will. It is a will in us. Just in Spanish, it's a fuerza de voluntad. So it's this force inside of us that keeps us engaged and committed, so that we focus. And sometimes also includes having a plan or strategy, maybe deadlines or something like that. The thing is that all of this is focused usually in adapting our behavior in favor of an outcome. And in the way, something gets in a way, and we either are forced to drop our goal or to adapt it, or to maybe tell ourselves that, well, maybe it wasn't the right moment, or it wasn't with the right person, or things like external circumstances happen and something gets on the way of you actually accomplishing what you wanted to. And there are a couple of things we can say around that. But today, I wanted to tell you how we have identified that there is one main thing at the core of the way we go about accomplishing changes in our life. And specifically, when it has to do with our health, of any like physical health, mental health, emotional health, uh, whatever is relevant to you in that sense. Always remember that being healthy is not equal to lack of illness. It is actually more relative to the way that we function, the way that we feel in general. It is actually also related to joy. The level of joy in your life is definitely a telltale of how healthy you are. And when it comes to that, what we have found is that 99% of the time, people focus on the wrong thing. And what we mean by wrong thing is focusing on the problem or the issue to solve. When that is what we do, when we are focusing on the issue or the problem, looking for a solution, we might actually find a solution, But to validate the solution, we also need the problem. The way the world, the universe works is whatever you think about, you bring about. There is no distinction. If it is good, it's good for you. Is the thing that is going to move you ahead or not. It doesn't matter. There's no distinctions out in the universe. It's just perception of ours what makes it one thing or the other one. And so when we are thinking about a solution for a problem, both things come together. And that keeps us in a loop. We have seen countless of times of people that come to us saying that they have been looking for solutions for quite some time, that they have been applying things for quite some time, and still either the problem evolves into something bigger or something slightly different, or they get solutions that only work partially or short term, and then at the end they find themselves without moving, like not really nothing changed in a big way, to towards what they could want to get. So the thing is, what's the right focus? What if like you could say, right? And yay, thank you. One of you that is saying this is amazing. I can't see your name, so could you please say it? And then what do I mean? Like this is actually might be a surprise for you, because that's been an oxymoron in the way that we have been raised and educated in our society, is that every problem needs a solution, and finding solutions and applying things is how do you move on, and is actually not what we see. That's not what happens. What do you need then? What's the right focus? If I don't focus on what we need to solve, what do I need to put my focus on? Easy. You need to focus on who you are beyond the problem. Imagine yourself when the problem doesn't exist. It's just what could you be? How could you be? Who would you be with? Doing what kind of things? So just move your aim beyond whatever it is that is on the way of you getting there. And that is actually going to move you forward. We call that having a progressive intention. It's an intention that pulls you instead of a goal or a target that is short term and localized or restricted to something specific. When you open up your focus and put it farther than whenever circumstances or thing you want to change, all of a sudden that becomes the fuel. You can imagine or see yourself beyond the circumstances, and that undeniably and completely, every single case that we've seen that we have done the adjustment, success actually happens, and not only temporarily. Because when we aim that way, when we aim wide and far, it is usually based on something we need to become. And when that is accomplished, then everything changes. You definitely, but accordingly, everything, all your circumstances, all the way your relationships work, the things that you get out of the world, the way you move and project yourself, the way people see you and relate to you, everything changes. And with the changes, also changes your perception. All of a sudden, what you would be regarding as now as a problem and therefore a source of distress, discomfort, work, worry, even anxiety or stress, actually becomes just another thing that needs to hone you, that is there to hone you so that you can keep walking. So, what do you say? Could you need help with this? Do you need to figure out how this applies to your own specific situation. How do you come up with such an intention? If you are willing to explore this a little bit, to talk about it with us, then go ahead and book a 15-minute chat with me. We are going to figure it out in that period of time so that you have something, a progressive intention that is going to pull you into the future you that regards problems like small potatoes. So I'm going to be expecting that chat with you. It's going to be my pleasure. Let's make 2022 the year that you see yourself blossoming. Okay. So in the meantime, until we have that chat, love you to pieces and have an amazing week.